I have a unique story for you today. Can your mindset make you go from not believing that you can pursue your passion to getting an opportunity to work with your role model? I'm here to show you a living proof that this is possible. Hello, everyone. Today we have a special guest on our podcast, Padma. I had the pleasure of working with Padma. She was my client inside my one on one coaching program. Padma is a PhD scholar and a passionate, great Kathak dancer. Today, let's hear from her how changing her mindset has changed her life. How is it that she is managing both PhD and dance, and how she is achieving all the goals she earlier thought impossible? So, let's start. Hi, Padma. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very good. I hope you're fine too.
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being on the show. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So, first, let's start with introduction. So, please tell us a bit about yourself.
So, I am Padma. My full name is Padma Halaya. I'm from Odisha, a small town in Odisha. It's called Angul. I completed my graduation from my hometown, from BJB College, which is a part of Utkal University. And then I joined as an integrated master's PhD student in JNCSR Bangalore. So after completing my master's there, I decided that I want to do PhD from somewhere else. So I quit after completing my master's there, and then now I am at TIFR Bombay, and I am at currently at my third year. I will be completing my third year of PhD. Alongside, I am also very seriously pursuing dance as my hobby. So yeah, that is it.
That's amazing. I just feel like congratulating you on finishing third year because I
Mm.
know finishing every year is like a milestone in PhD.
Yeah, so true. And when at one point I feel like quitting PhD, so now I am, doing it with full motivation. So it feels unreal sometimes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, I'll get right into the topic. So I keep telling people, and I have told you also many times that you are one of the biggest success stories inside my coaching program. I really feel happy to see how you have started believing in yourself and you are doing both your PhD and dance. So would you like to share this journey with us? How was it before we met? How did you feel about everything? And from there till today, can you share your journey with us?
Yeah, sure. So, before starting the program with you or the coaching program with you, the problem was if something happens to me, I used to think a lot about the problem, and I get into the problem part of it a lot. And I used to keep on thinking that why it's happening to me, why it's happening to me, and I'll keep on thinking about it for several days. Like that lead for me so to not get focused to my work. I won't be able to do my work. I won't be able to get to the lab and start my working. So I used to think that okay, something has happened to me, and it's a very big problem that has happened to me, which has no solution. Now, it to be very honest, it does not work like okay, I've finished the coaching program. I don't make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes, and something bad always sometime or the other something unexpected happens to me. But I think my mindset has changed to a way that now I am thinking, okay, something has happened to me, how to get out of it. What is the problem solving attitude is something I developed while I was with your program, and while I was, doing all those small tools that while I was implementing all those small tools every day in my life. In addition to that, the way you said about taking 100% responsibility of not only working as such, but taking 100% responsibility of how you are feeling. So if it's your responsibility to feel good, like if you're feeling in certain way, you need to analyze your mindset, you need to think about your mindset, and you need to take care of it. Okay, now what I can do to feel in a particular or in a right way. And the third thing, I think this is something is to be kind to myself. So whatever happens, whether I'm having a very bad lab meet or whether have given a very bad presentation in anywhere, I used to think that okay, I did a very big mistake, and I'm not able to, I'm not I'm dis- and I don't deserve to do a PhD, or I don't deserve to be in this institute, which is one of the best research institute of India. So that guilty feeling has sort of, it's not there anymore. So yeah, I feel bad whenever I'm having a bad presentation or a bad lab meet. I feel extremely bad for 1 or 2 days. But I don't feel like I don't deserve or I'm not good enough. Okay, things will happen. It is happening in in a very slow pace, but it is happening. So that guilty feeling, that feeling that okay, I'm not good enough or I don't deserve to be in this place. All of these mindset have been totally changed. So yeah, I think, I mean, all of these things, the people, my colleagues won't realize, but because I am continuously thinking about a particular situation, I tend to feel like, okay, now I am thinking more about the solution. Now I am very kind to myself. So I told you this entire week was very hectic for me because Thursday I had my work presentation and today I had my journal club presentation. So everything was together, and I had some commitments towards dance as well. So everything in one week. So my Thursday presentation didn't went very well, and today's presentation was okayish. But I knew that I have given my best in both the presentations.
Yeah.
Okay, I my boss was not happy with me regarding something, and I'll get at it. I felt bad. Okay, I didn't do that very well, but I didn't feel like okay, why didn't I do that? I was like okay, I did my best, and whatever little bit which has been remaining, I'll work on that. So yeah, the problem, the feeling of feeling guilty about something, or I'm much kinder to myself, so which has helped me a lot.
I really like whenever I see your journey, when I see it on Instagram, you share it with me sometimes, I really feel emotional. Like I feel extremely grateful to be a part of your journey, because seeing this transformation is like it motivates me also a lot. So you shared, I think you have summarized this mindset transformation in a very beautiful way. The first thing which we, like all of us, we don't realize is that getting stuck at the problem level, not going to the solution. So I think that is one thing really, the big realization that you have got, and you have shared it so beautifully. Um, so do you remember any of this, like one moment where you had a big realization which turned things 180-degree for you? Do you remember any moment like that?
So you are asking about during the coaching program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was mainly about being kind to myself, like to have that positive self-talk. I will tell you. So in this lab meet, when I gave my lab meet, it didn't well. So I thought it will go very well because I was fully prepared, but it was like other way around, and it went very bad, and I couldn't work for because I was upset. I was totally upset. Ki, wow, how can this happen? How can it went so bad? And it affected me. I couldn't work for like half a day today. If I would have been the previous Padma, I would have either postponed my JC, or I would have presented in, like, I would not have tried to give my JC today. But yesterday, in the middle of the day, I decided, okay, it has happened. I'll work on that. Let's let it go, and I'll focus on what is next. That thing, okay, let's just be kind to yourself. You will work on that, and let's focus on another thing. To have that mindset in just one day. Like it was Friday, Thursday, everything happened to me. It was Friday. It's a big change, which I thought. Like yesterday, by the evening, I was like, okay, let's work on my JC. I'll work out. अगर JC भी अच्छा नहीं जाता है, I'll work out.
Yeah.
What's next? So that thing, कि be kind to myself, and it's not about being kind to yourself. It's about if you are doing a mistake, take that positively. Okay, I have done this mistake. I'll work on that. Being kinder to yourself is not exactly like you're forgiving yourself for everything that
Hmm.
you do. So take all the mistakes that you do in a positive way and then work on that is something
Yeah.
that has changed my life like 180-degree. And now I'll tell you. So in the coaching program, I used to tell you that no, I don't think I'll be able to finish my PhD. I don't think I'll be able to finish my PhD. Now I have this visualization though. So we had a visualization thing
Yeah.
in the coaching program. So now I'm imagining, okay, um I'm giving my thesis defense, and I have this acknowledgement slide. I'm giving acknowledgement to each and every person. So I that visualization I hadn't ever had before taking the coaching program, but
Hmm.
now I'm thinking about finishing my degree. Now I'm visualizing about what all happen after I finish my PhD degree. So I'm still clueless about what to do in academics or what to do next, but at least I'm hopeful or I'm motivated to finish my degrees, which is a best thing that happened after the coaching program.
Yeah, you really look very much more hopeful, and you are looking much happier today, like what I saw
Thank you.
you 2 years ago. And I even remember we did this inner critic thing, which in which we talked about being kind to ourselves and taking those mistakes and taking feedback from them, all of that. And after that, I remember this change that you had messaged me, that like I could see the change from here to here suddenly. I think anybody who is watching this who is not kind to themselves, this is a sign for them maybe to start being kinder to themselves. And also, I remember previous Padma, when you had so many things together, when you had hectic week or so many things together, you used to be really like panicky and very anxious about it. And today, the way you are talking about it, it's like I can manage anything. I can see that confidence. I really feel like very, very happy.
I have
um
sort of accepted that this is going, if I want to seriously follow my work as well as my passion, this is going to be the thing. And
yeah,
now I have to work accordingly. So I can't blame my situation, okay, why I'm in this situation. I'm already in this situation. So I need
yeah.
to plan my day in a way that I give my 100% to both of the things.
And another thing that I was observing was the visualization thing. Like, to anybody who is watching this, I would like to say this: we don't do the positive visualization. Like, even when I was in PhD, I never visualized myself giving the colloquium or finishing things, but I always visualized myself quitting PhD or failing at some exam or things like that, right? We always have this negative picture, that is negative visualization, that's going on. We are not realizing, but when we realize the power of positive visualization, I think that's when things start becoming hopeful and they
Yeah.
look brighter.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be very honest, the negative visualization that we was talking about, it comes to me like sometime or the other when things go really bad. But I think that, the weightage of positive and negative
Hmm.
visualization, I think I'm able to manage towards being more
Yeah.
positive than being more negative. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We all have negative visualization. I think that self awareness is important, where we are realizing that, okay, this is negative visualization, and I am willing to put that energy to make it into positive one. So I think that self awareness is much important. So I follow you on Instagram. I know that you have achieved so many things in the last 1 or 2 years. Can you share with us some of your accomplishments that you're proud of?
Yeah, I'll tell you. So I have some accomplishment both at my work and at my passion. So regarding work, I actually, for the very first time, I presented a poster in a conference which happened in Kerala, and it was my very first poster. And I'm proud of the fact that. First of all, I never imagined myself before joining the course or your mindset course that I'll be able to present a poster which will be of my poster. Like I will be presenting a poster in a conference. And then when I got to know that, okay, I'm going to a conference and I have to present a poster, I had this thing in the initial when I was registering for the conference that most of the work will be of my seniors and I will have a small chunk. But then when I finally made that poster, it was like 50-50, 50% of my data and 50% of my seniors' data. So I was very proud that, okay, I am able to, like, I could able to finish that much of the work. So that being in like presenting myself in that conference or presenting that poster in the conference gave me a lot of confidence and hope that, okay, I'm in a right direction and I can do things. I can
Yeah.
PhD, whatever once one required to do a PhD. So that conference gave me a lot of confidence. So that is one big accomplishment that I had regarding my work. And second and there are several accomplishments that I had doing for my like for dancing thing basically. First is I finished my third year Kathak exam. So I was in
Wow.
second. I was in first year actually when I joined you. So my teacher, she said, since you already know some bit of Kathak, you just get promoted to third year directly. So
Oh, wow.
gave my third year ka exam last year. So I finished that third year ka exam with the first division. And the second thing is, so I took this more or what do I call it? Like self-imposed, yeah, self-imposed challenge
Challenge. Yeah.
on Instagram, and that is known as 50 Tiny Steps this year. I remember I spoke to you about it very first. Like I didn't speak about it to my boyfriend, but spoke to you about it. So yeah, so I took that challenge, and the challenge was all about posting 50 videos, whatever choreography you learn in 1 year, post 50 videos in a span of 1 year. So I was very doubtful whether I'll be able to whether I should take this challenge first in the first place.
Hmm.
So I remember you motivating me and motivating me about this challenge. Like, no, Padma, take it. You will be able to do it. And through this entire course, I was like, okay, let's take this challenge. Whatever, what will happen? Okay, I'll not be able to finish the 50 videos, but I will be able to finish something. So let's
Yeah.
be proud of that as well. But I mean, there was a phase I was not able to post as well. Like there was a phase I'll be able to post, and then span of 3 months I'll not be able to post. But then towards the end, I was like, no, Padma, you have to do it. And I finished that challenge. That was a self-imposed challenge. I won't say my followers increased to that extent, but I finished it, which gave me a lot of confidence. So apart from that, I think the third and final one was I got an opportunity to, so I got this opportunity to assist someone for Sangeet events. So I
Wow.
used to go to some people's home and I used to teach them for their Sangeet. So small, any choreography, simple choreography, I used to teach them. And I got this opportunity through Instagram only. So I never thought that like through Instagram, I'll be able to get something like that. It was a small opportunity, but I mean, it made me believe, okay, I can
Yeah.
pursue, like I can monetize my skills as well. So which I never used to believe before. I was like, okay, I'm learning it. I don't think I'll be able to monetize my skills. So that made me believe, okay, something you can monetize your skills if you have it. So these three things, which I won't say that money wise they gave me a lot, but yeah, confidence wise they gave me a really really huge thing.
I can really relate to this, even like from the PhD side, because even in my PhD, I used to feel I don't deserve this PhD. I'm not good, and I don't deserve to be in research field, something like that. So when you finally go and present your work, when you think like that, I think it gives you a lot of confidence. And I've always told you your dance achievements are like amazing. It's really inspiring how you have grown. So I remember telling this when you were taking this challenge, it's not really important like whether we finish this challenge or whether what happens, what is the outcome of this challenge, but the important thing is who you become because of that.
Yeah,
It
true.
makes you learn so many things, it made you confident person. And I loved your consistency there, your commitment there. I know that you were uh, as you like you said, in between you were missing, but then at the end you're like,
I think so, yeah.
yeah, you're like that. Okay, I have to do this. This do or die situation. I really love that about you. So thank you for
I mean,
sharing.
the outcome wise, to be very honest, this year was exactly opposite in the sense for, so if I talk about my poster presentation, all the data that I presented there, I got to know this year, the beginning of this year, that all of that is a crap. I have to start all over again.
Okay.
But I think that is required. I mean, if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have known ki, okay, I have to do it in other way.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed, yes, because that took a lot of time, but I was happy that okay, my project is moving in a particular direction. I know what to do now. I know what I'm doing is correct now. So that thing was needed. Like the outcome is not very big, but the confidence, okay, I am in a right direction is something I gained really, really a lot. And about the 50, if you know, I am out of Instagram.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
I
I am
haven't seen you for a while, huh?
yeah, so I'm out of my dance account basically. So the whole 50 tiny steps this year, it was a very good experience in terms of making me feel confident about okay, I can take up a challenge, something like this alongside with my work. But while taking up that challenge, I realized that this is something okay, I'm learning a choreography, I'm posting it, but there's a whole lot of work that one needs to do. One needs to shoot, one needs to edit the video.
Yeah.
And what do I want? Do I want to become a content creator or do I want to become a good dancer? So this realization came after taking the entire challenge. So
Hmm.
now what I'm focusing on is my dance training, two trainings basically. So one my dance training, and I have found something by which I can learn to become a good teacher, dance teacher.
Okay. Okay.
So I am doing both. Like I'm a student now as well, but I am also getting trained in teaching as well. So
Okay.
that's why where I realized that okay, let's take a break from Instagram and train myself to become a good dancer and a good dance teacher. And then I'll come back to Instagram when I feel like okay, I'm ready to monetize my skills again.
Yeah.
And this wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have taken the 50
Taken
tiny
the.
steps challenge. I would have in that loop, okay, I have to post, I would have in that loop, I need validation. So yeah, so that confidence, because initially I was like, I can't delete Instagram is my life. But now I have already deleted my dance account. I'm focusing much on my training, and this process, the entire process of getting trained is really fulfilling. Like it's very hectic, but it's very satisfying. Like I'm very happy nowadays, like being, and especially the I found this this course or something which I don't want to talk about much, but something from where I am getting trained to become a good dance teacher. So that
Hmm.
is something which is very satisfying. So yeah, and about the Sangeet thing. So when I was into the Sangeet opportunity, I realized that how much I love teaching.
Hmm.
So I don't as such assist her for Sangeet anymore, because I realize that I want to become a teacher. I don't want to become only wedding
Yeah.
choreographer, right? I want to become a teacher. I want to teach Kathak or any semi-classical art form. So all of that clarity came when I, explore different opportunities, when I tried out on different things. It's okay if I don't continue doing that, but I get that clarity, what exactly I have to do. And the fourth thing which happened to me, getting exposed to so much of dance world, is now I have one aim that, now again I don't want to talk about that as well, but yeah, I have one clarity what I want to do in dancing life, apart from teaching, what exactly I want to do. And this is something which I developed, in the sense, initially I used to think that okay, I can't do. Now I'm very confident about fulfilling that particular part of my dance project. So yeah.
I'm loving everything that you're saying. So I can see, like you said, the data was not good. Like after you presented, you had to do it all over again. That mindset shift is seen when you say that that was needed. So that mindset shift, that is something magic. That's what I tell people, that challenges are everywhere, but when we how we see it is all matters. And another thing you said, if you had not taken that 50 steps a year, you had not realized this. So that's why I always tell people that action first, and then thinking first is action.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't have words to say, but I'm loving what you're saying.
I mean, I mean, I started loving myself in the way that, initially when used to think that, okay, I think I should either quit PhD or, get full time into dancing, or either quit dancing and get full time into PhD. Now, when I'm thinking, okay, I am thinking about my that aim regarding dance, and I'm literally visualizing me in my retiring years, or me in my late 30s, and having that aim fulfilling in front of me. So that visualization, that confidence to visualize something, that I also sometimes can't believe that what I am thinking. So yeah, that change I'm really liking.
So I can see a lot of clarity in you as well. Like, yeah, like you said earlier, it was like I can't do it. So when we think I can't do it, we are just stuck in our own head, and I think that stops us from getting any clarity. Now I really love that clarity, that okay, I don't want to focus on Instagram right now, I want to focus on getting trained. So I don't know what to say, I just want to clap for all that clarity and confidence that you have got. Okay, the next question, it has two parts. So one thing is, I think I remember a message that you sent me after we started working after a few days. Like you told me that situation is not different. Even today, you told situation is not different, but how I see it has changed.
Hmm.
So please tell us, how did you face challenges before, and how do you face it now? And also tell how did mindset change help you in this?
So before, I had a lot of seminars that happened, and during the process when I'm, getting prepared for those seminars, I used to be very underconfident. Not so people are underconfident, people are scared about the seminars, but I used to think that I won't be able to do, like I used to think about the results beforehand only, that I won't be
Hmm.
able to perform well. Now, after, completing the course with you, there were a lot of like problems that I faced. One of the accomplishment that I just told in dancing, that I finished my third year exam, but I finished it with like first division. So I scored my theory exam really well, but during the practicals, I just froze. And then there was a point that my legs were not working, and so the theory has 50% of the question which were asked, I did it okay, but for the next 50%, when I freeze, after that I was not able to answer any of the questions. So it went my practical exam went really really bad. So the entire day I was very off, but the next day I was like, okay, I was not able, I couldn't able to perform. Where I was lagging behind? Was there any problem? Was I was not able, like, I was not prepared for the exam? Yes, I was prepared. Maybe not to that extent that I was very confident, because when it comes to dancing, I am generally confident. But during
Hmm.
that day, I froze. So maybe my preparation was not enough. Why my preparation was not enough? Maybe I was involved into a lot of other things. I was in Sangeet, I had my work, lot of other things. So maybe my preparation for that particular exam lagged behind a little. So that's why I got the clarity. Okay, Padma, you need to work on your training abhi ke liye, and you need to become a better dancer first, and then you can monetize and you can do. You have a whole life ahead. So I able to take that incident positively. I was not that Padma before. If I would have that Padma, I would have blamed myself for maybe 1 2 months, and I would have forgotten about that.
Hmm.
So now I'm very much serious about my Kathak classes, whether I have to practice or not, or to practice regularly. So that I, whoever it is in front of me, whether it is an external, whether it is my own teacher, I should not get scared. So I'm preparing myself for that, and hopefully in this year exam I'll do well. So I'm very hopeful right now. And similarly, all the other instances that I mentioned, the breakdown point of me, where I got to know that okay, all of the analysis that I have done is a crap and I have to start everything again. That was again a breakdown point for me. And then I was like, okay, I was off. Like, it happens to me that I am very sad for 2 3 days, but then I'm back, because I know I have to take that 100% responsibility of how I feel. I have to be kinder on myself. I have to work on my mistake, but at the same time I have to forgive myself for whatever mistakes I have done. So
Yeah.
the way I am dealing with my problems is very different. I'm much more, solution oriented kind of
Yeah.
person. So when my colleagues, they see me that okay, I'm venting out, I'm ranting, I'm doing all of the things. But it doesn't happen that I'm not working for a stretch of 1 week. That used to happen for me
Hmm.
before. I think that's when exactly I contacted you. That when I was not able to work for 1.5 weeks, and then I was like, Padma, I need to do something, and then I contacted you. So that has never happened to me in a span of, I think, a year that we have,
Yeah.
completed our program.
Yeah.
So
It's really inspiring for me to see so many changes. And like you have beautifully summarized all the mindset shifts everyone talks about, being solution focused, being kind to yourself. I think our audience will take away a lot of lessons from you from this podcast. Uh,
To be very honest, I when I finished your mindset program, I thought I might apply other techniques, but will not apply the visualization technique. I used to not believe in visualization technique, because I like, oh no, I can't think positively. Like, I can't visualize something very positively. But it happened gradually. I think when you
hmm.
think about something in a solution directed way, no, the visualization will come automatically. That okay, you
Yeah,
can, you have that aim, you can be around that aim, and you can think positively. So I think that I'm negative also at some point, but I am much more
that's normal.
positive.
Huh. Yeah, yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember that you asking me, how can I visualize it? I haven't done it. Like when we used to talk about visualizing success, you used to ask me the question that, how can I do that? I have not done it. So I am very happy to see this, like this change. I think you started taking action, like you started being kind to yourself, and then you started taking action. You became solution oriented, and from there you started seeing some success also. From there, it has given you the confidence that you are able to visualize even bigger success in the future. It's beautiful, it's beautiful.
And I'm really like, so I think that gives me a lot of motivation to work also,
Hmm.
because now I know, okay, I have to achieve this. I am visualizing that I'm sitting in a room. I have this dream project of mine, which is, which is there. So now I know, okay, I'm working towards it. I'm talking to people. What can we do to achieve that particular, dream project of mine? And regarding PhD, I mean, I think PhD is something which is like, which has this kind of
Yeah,
graph.
lot of
So, so I mean, there are, like, unlike dancing, where the uncertainties is not that high. In
yeah,
PhD, the uncertainty factor is really high. So at least now I am motivated enough. I don't think that I'll quit. I'll quit. So the thing, okay, I'll have to quit now. I have to quit. Something happened. I'm like, no, I'll quit. So that has changed a lot. Now I'm like, okay, let's work on it. Aage, after 2 3 years, what will happen will happen. Let's be focus on present and
present. Yeah,
do your best. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I am saying it from my heart that you have used like every little aspect of whatever we discussed a year ago. I feel like you still remember it and you have used all of it, be it being kind to yourself, coming to the present moment, taking action, feeling, visualizing and feeling confident, all of it. I can't tell you how proud and happy I feel today. The last question: if someone is there who is hesitating to take coaching or take help to achieve their goals or with their mindset, to take help with their mindset, or if you would recommend our coaching program to someone, what would you tell them?
So I just want to tell them that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. just just let your emotions flow sometimes. You first, like, we tend to think that somebody will judge,
Yeah.
that person is going to take our thoughts otherwise. But I think in your coaching program, one thing that I was very happy about, that you were okay with whatever I'm telling, like, okay, this happens every time, the message also, this happens. So that gave me a real, like, I was very open about my things, in gradually, like, I was like, okay, now you are not judging me for things. Like, otherwise, if I tell the same thing to anybody, they'll be like, why are you thinking like that? But you were like, okay, it's okay to think about it, let's work it in another way. So it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. So I would really recommend your course first, that there is no judgment here, there is only solution that we are working on. And second thing is about the messages that you give. No, initially I feel like, okay, it's like poking but but in the course, you were like, okay, we have learned this tool, now you have to apply it. And if I don't apply it, I get your message by end of the week,
Okay.
or by the day before we meet. So that helped me in a way that, okay, there is someone who is keep tracking whether I'm applying those tools or not. That I think I don't think I get anywhere else I would have, if I would have approached. So to keep checking on me, to being my best buddy, to being someone whom I can share everything, is something I really liked about the course. And there were a lot of mindset tools that, if somebody wants to join, for me, the life changing was to be kind on yourself. But there are other tools which are also available that you will learn through the course, through this course. So I think I would recommend anyone who is, having any kind of mindset block, to take that course, because it's not about only one problem, it's about a set of problem that we work on. And I think you seem to be very related. I mean, the one reason I contacted you is because I know your journey also to some extent through Instagram, and it seemed very relatable to mine. Like, you had similar
Yeah.
career transition, and you were in similar career path, and then how you transited, how you took that big decision to be a life coach. It's I mean, I can't take this, to take that decision. Okay, I have done with my PhD, and now I have to do a completely different career path, and to be with it, and to pursue that with full passion, is something which takes a lot of guts to do. And somebody who is hesitant to follow their passion, they should look at you, and then they should get inspired from you.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for all your kind words. And thank you so much for being here as well. I had a great time talking to you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this conversation and Padma's story connected with you. If you're someone who's looking for clarity in life, you want to become confident, improve your performance at work, and become happier, you can get in touch with me. Let's chat and see how we can make that happen together inside my one on one coaching. And if you're not ready for that yet, if you want to try the taste of my coaching for free, I have made a special course for you, Fearless Forward, which will help you break your excuses, break your fear, and take action towards your goals. Details of both my one on one coaching program and the free course is in the description and in the pinned comment. Check it out if you're interested, and I will see you in the next one.